Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 667. Doing special episodes are fun enough, but I like it when we get back to the gadget news, and I like the first item so much that I ordered 15 of them before shooting this show. The guys at fastmac.com have something that no geek's house should be without: TruePower UCS power outlets with built-in USB ports. I have various AC to USB adapters scattered throughout the house, but I won't need those anymore except for when I travel. Each outlet has 2 standard AC plugs and 2 USB plugs. The USB plugs only draw power when a USB cable is connected. The outlets are very reasonably priced at $9.95 each. Ordering requires some patience though. Fastmac can't ship them until they get UL approval sometime early next year. I have a special project I'm working on that I'm not ready to discuss, but it'll require 2 dedicated PCs. The application I have in mind doesn't require much processing power at all, so I'm looking at all kinds of little boxes, including this new one from CompuLab in Israel. It's a complete PC that's only 4 inches by 4.5 inches by 1 inch. It's called Fit PC2i, and it has a 2 GHz CPU, can support up to 2 GB of RAM, and has an internal 2.5-inch SATA drive. You can connect a monitor to it and get a resolution of up to 1920 by 1200. It has digital audio out, dual LAN and WLAN. It can run Windows 7, Windows Server, or Ubuntu Linux. CompuLab says it's the smallest dual gigabit Ethernet equipped PC you can buy. Depending on options, it sells for between $245 and $500. Unfortunately, it won't work for my project though. I need at least one PCI or PCIe slot. If you're ready to hang an HD TV on your wall, but not quite ready to knock holes in the drywall for cabling, you might want to take a look at the Rocketfish Wireless HD adapter. It's a 2-part system that sends 1080p video from a source like a Blu-ray player, Xbox 360, or TiVo up to almost 33 feet. It supports a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz and 7.1 channel surround sound. Actually, since it still requires power, I think it's still probably a better option for getting HD video to a ceiling-mounted projector than to a display hanging on the wall. 1080p wireless transmission is still pretty pricey. The 2-part system sells for around $600, but it's good to know it's there if you need it. The Fastmac USB wall outlet looks great for spreading USB power around a home, but what if you're on the go and you have to charge your iPhone while still working on a notebook with only 2 USB ports? For $15, USBfever.com has a 3-port USB hub that lives in the space on the cable between an iPhone iPod dock connector and the USB plug. It's compatible with most iPods and all 3 generations of the iPhone, and it comes in black or white. There's an important note at the bottom of the spec list: you can't use the hub during syncing, only during charging. One more, and it looks like it's shaping up to be a bit of a technology soap opera. Remember Mike Arrington over at TechCrunch had a vision for an internet content consumption device he wanted to call the CrunchPad. He was working with a company called Fusion Garage to make it happen. And there was supposed to be an event back in July, but it never happened and we never learned why. Recently, Fusion Garage informed Arrington that he's no longer part of the project. Arrington declared the project dead because he owns enough of the intellectual property that Fusion Garage can't go forward without him unless they reach some kind of settlement. That's what Mike says anyway, and I tend to be on his side because this was his idea. Fusion Garage CEO Chandra Radhakrishnan has scheduled a video conference for Monday to share his side of the story and to demo the device. My guess is we'll be talking about that on Brief 668. Brief 667 was brought to you by Squarespace.com. When you want to build a great-looking website without the expense of hiring a designer, finding a hosting company, and learning code, Squarespace.com is a great way to get it done for a small amount of money. Promo code GEEK makes it even more affordable and supports production of Geek Brief TV. Thanks so much for that, and thanks for watching. I'm Callie Lewis. Bye! Christmas isn't supposed to hurt.